base. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Spinning past him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now a hit and a loose football inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then execute it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The pitch comes to Sanders. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He gives it up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
Hey, check that, street.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Cowboys! 18 rattle.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delayed game. 1st and 15. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Deputy Ranger. 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneers. Come back in.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. This turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Allen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Left wing 19. 19 right.
But 1st down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So an opening drive interception to begin the second half.
I just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they sat, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8. 2nd and 2. Now it's Hines. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Back to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. To the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen going to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Allen now looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 68 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Elliott now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. This is Hines. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Treads him with a stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Singletary again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Allen.
is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Hurts fumbles it.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to the ground, this time Cook. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Throwing is Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.